Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Wait What? The podcast where the only thing that goes off the rails is a train of thought. Joining me today is the very funny Ruben Buglio.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Hey,
It's
how you
good to
feeling,
be.
Ruben?
I'm doing all right. I'm having a pretty good day today.
Yeah.
How about you?
Pretty good. Dude, would you mind if we do the quick Spider-Man meme?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
There
Wow.
you go.
Ruben and Ruben. We're
There you
finally
go. It's I feel like you're Ruben Prime in this.
Ruben. What does that mean? What do you
Like the
mean?
main timeline one, and I'm the one that's just jumping
Oh,
from the
okay.
very.
Okay. Yeah, you're the variant or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think it's okay. Someone told me one time that you look like me if I had an allergic reaction. So
Hey,
maybe you might be onto something.
yeah, it's I feel like it's I'm you if you never found comedy.
Maybe, honestly, I don't know. I feel like I still might be headed there in a few years with or without comedy, but
Yeah, no, hey, you know what? Imagine you're like, you know what's starting today? I'm gonna start eating right, and I just disappear.
that would be crazy.
It
Yeah.
was it was I was you from
Someone
an alternate
snapped
universe.
somewhere. Yeah.
But all right, Ruben, how you doing? All right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's pretty good. It was nice to be in Little Village. I haven't been over here in quite some time, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Have you been around the area before? Or?
a little bit, but not too much, honestly. I grew up like in my high school years more by like the Taylor Street area, like kind of
Oh,
over there.
okay.
So a little bit kind
Like
of over here, but not too much.
like
Yeah.
the outskirts of kind of Pilsen,
Yeah, it's
kind
like
of.
a little Italy kind of like
Oh,
right over
okay,
there.
yeah. I know exactly where that's
Yeah,
at.
but it was interesting. I saw a lady hitchhiking, and that was very interesting.
On the way here?
Yeah, nice thumbs up she gave
Yeah.
me on the side of the road, and then I saw like a really scary homeless guy like asking for change,
Sounds about
and
right.
he was like really
Yeah.
intense, like look, and I just was like, all right, whatever, like this guy, it happens. And the guy behind me though, when he went up to that car, that guy was nervous. That guy
Yeah.
he was not having a good time, honestly.
Because he was trying to pick up the girl, but he's like, I can't stop because this guy's gonna.
That's right, he couldn't unlock his door.
It was a very conflicting thing of like how do I get her in the car
Right.
without this guy bothering me?
That's right, and he was gonna give him his last $5. Maybe that's how he could have got the girl. He could have gave him some money.
Right. I feel
But
like this is
she looked like she needed some money too, if I'm being honest. So.
no. You know what? Don't we all? With these gas prices,
Yeah, really, Jesus.
at this point, it's like you can't hitchhike for free.
No,
Like,
yeah, literally, honestly, that lady's What do you? I don't know much about politics. I don't know why I went
no,
into this. You know.
but that's a good start. What's your origin story, man? Who is Ruben?
Um,
Ruben.
I am a stand-up comedian. I
Nice.
try to just do that mostly. Yeah, I grew up on like the south side of Chicago. I grew up on like close to the Cicero area, like over
Okay.
there, and then I moved to like the west side over there by the Little Italy area during high school,
Hmm.
and then when I got older, like as an adult, I'm in like Oak Park now, so that's kind of where I've been, and
Nice.
starting like comedy too over there and all that. So.
Nice.
Mhm.
I hope this isn't too personal, but are you on your own over there? Like,
Oh
or
no, I'm living with family over there.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
I was about to say, like, what inspired that move over there? Just kind of.
Just they found a nice property that they were looking for, so it kind of just worked out with the timing of everything.
Yeah.
And it was like right after COVID too, so I think they got a good deal or something. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, it was pretty nice. And then the timing of it, speaking of it, there a lot of like comedy stuff opened up like right when I moved there. Like
Oh,
Comedyplex
nice.
opened up, and then a few months later, or maybe like almost a year, I don't know, Babs opened up, and then random like little open mics here and there, and like
Hmm.
showcases like Friendlies, and then Berwyn is like 10 minutes away from me and stuff like that. So
Nice.
there's like a bunch of like a little comedy boom I feel like happening over in Oak Park, and it's pretty nice to be over there to get your start over there.
That's what's up. They saw you move in, and it's like we got to do it.
I felt
We
like
got to do it.
yeah, I felt like it was right. So.
Um, it's crazy to think that COVID was like really 6 years ago.
Yeah, really. It was it now it I mean everyone called it like the new normal or whatever, but it feels like everything kind of just went back to normal, you know.
Yeah, it's just I did a bad call on thinking it was gonna be. I really thought it was gonna be nothing. I had a friend of mine. He was telling me about it. He was on it. Like he back in like November of like 2019. He's like, hey, there's a virus. And I'm just like, all right, like, the fuck does that have to do with me? It's in China, you know? And then, like, January, there was like, hey, there was a first U.S., like,
Case or whatever.
case or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, all right. Shutdown happened in March. I remember telling him, like, dude, by May, it's all going to be over.
It would have been funny if you were the first case.
Yeah.
That guy would have the ultimate, like, I fucking told you so.
No, yeah, it is crazy because I did end up getting it.
No, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
it's one of those where it's, yeah, the guy that didn't believe got it like in October though. So yeah,
That's why you didn't get it, though, because you didn't believe.
I didn't believe it. I didn't think it was real. My dad's like that with headaches, where he's like they're not real. Like you only get them because you're telling yourself you have a headache.
Yeah, that makes sense. You get a little stressed out, you know.
Yeah.
But it's usually when I pop Advils, then they're not real, you know.
Yeah, right. It's just the receptor gets blocked, and you're like, "Hey, what was I worried about?"
Yeah, it's easy. It's a lot better. Or I'll take a nap. I feel like that's a nice
Yeah,
headache remover, you know.
but then you didn't do the things you're supposed to do. Now it's like now you got a headache because of all the things you did.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Well, I guess I'm fucked. I don't know. I gotta get a headache and some Advil.
But that's all right. So how were you in school wise?
School wise, I just went to high school. I got my diploma, all that stuff, and yeah, I didn't really do any schooling. I tried like a coding class or something like that after. But I'm not a coder. I'm not that kind of person at all to like sit down in front of a desk and like do work like that. So yeah, it's just been working. Like I started working at like 16. I worked for the White Sox. I was like
nice.
had peanuts, hot dogs, get your
Really?
Dippin' Dots or whatever. Yeah, I did that for a few years, and then I started working for like a woman's clothing store, but in the warehouse. So I was like allocating clothes and then like putting clothes in boxes and shipping them to stores and stuff. And then what happened after that? Then I started working at Jewel Osco.
Nice. How was that?
It was fine. I mean, it was during COVID actually, so that wasn't great timing. But it was mostly night shift too, so I didn't have to deal with customers, thankfully.
No,
but it was still a little scary. But still, I think I was an essential worker, so it was a nice, nice brag. Yeah,
nice to be needed. You'd be like, yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do if I don't show up?
The community couldn't survive without me, which is a hilarious thought. But.
And hey, you know what? And they paid you back with comedy. They're like,
right.
Hey, what does he want? We'll open it up right now.
Yeah, and then after that, Jewel Osco, I went to Costco.
Well, big leagues.
Yeah, that's right. They called me up.
Yeah.
And it was I actually really enjoyed working at Costco. That was a good time. I was in the meat department, so I got to clean that and put out the meats for the people and all that. I always had a lot of meat on me, as they say. So yeah.
Was it what do you mean by clean? Like were you just kind of cleaning the area, like cutting up the meat? Like
well, they had butchers and people cutting up the meats, and I would come in after their shift and I'd clean all the shit they used, like the tables and the machines and knives and all that. So yeah, I was the cleanup guy basically.
I guess I think you already gave a good spot for the number one, but how would you rank all those jobs? 1 through
yeah, I like Costco. That was good. Yeah, but I was only there a year, so and I just had a good time. And then it was time to move on. I got another job for like a factory making ice cream, so that's been a good time too. So
nice, man.
Yeah, but I like the White Sox job a lot too. That one was fun because I just love baseball. I'm a big White Sox fan.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I basically just treated it like exercising and watching baseball because I got to walk upstairs all day long and make tips. And sometimes I'd lie and take an extra 50 cents. And that's when you find out how dumb people are because they just either don't notice or care, or you just lied to them and they think you were right.
Yeah. So. Have you heard about that guy, the hacker that like made like millions just by hacking out people's accounts but taking only cents?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not hear about that. That was basically me at the ballpark.
Yeah. Where it was one of those, he's like, yeah, like I would just take like I think like 40 to like 80 cents off accounts.
Wow, that's crazy.
And he did it so often where it's like, who's gonna notice 80 cents?
Some people call me a hacker too.
Yeah.
No, but that's a really good strategy, honestly. I feel like some companies do that. Like they'll like higher the prices like incrementally, and it's like, they're not taking too much, but they're taking a lot.
No, yeah. It becomes a lot more, and then you realize, like, fuck, why am I still paying
People
for this?
become millionaires off that shit.
Yeah. Well, when you worked at the White Sox, what's the main thing you sold, or that you prefer to sell?
Hot dogs. I was pretty good at selling hot dogs, honestly.
Yeah.
That thing is like 25 pounds or something. It was pretty heavy, but I was pretty...
I imagine hot, too, no?
Yeah, it was hot also. It wasn't super crazy, and I was pretty fit at the time, so I was able to, like, lift it and have a good time with it, but have a good time with the hot dogs, but... Yeah, I don't know. I would always just try to like go to people that the other people that were selling them wouldn't go to. Like some
No,
people
okay.
wouldn't go like all the way up, and then those people loved me. I would get like tips and shit
Yeah,
from
yeah,
them.
yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
Did you ever come across people trying to do the 999 challenge?
No, that wasn't a thing at the time.
No.
Yeah, this was like 2015, 16, 17, like
No,
that
okay.
era of the team. So that definitely was not a thing. But we had dollar hot dogs
Mm.
um, on Wednesdays or something like that.
Yeah.
And one time I sold like 350 hot dogs
Oh
all by
shit.
myself. I looked at like my ticket after, and I
Yeah.
was like, I'm the glizzy
The
goblin or whatever.
the the glizzy master.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's right.
line them up. I'm dishing them out. Like,
I was honestly,
yeah.
I was making it.
But all right. Well, with that being said, like, what motivated the wanting to try comedy?
That's a good question. I still ask myself that a lot to this
Yeah.
day. Yeah, because I feel like every comedian has the same story where they're like, "Oh, I just liked comedy a lot,
Yeah.
and I never thought I'd go up on stage and do it." But
Hmm.
and then one day I just did, and I haven't looked back. And I feel like that's how it is for a lot of comics. That's how it was for me. Like I just was a big fan as like a teenager, like kind of 15 or 14 and up. I
Yeah.
watched a lot and listened a lot, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool," but I could never do
Yeah.
something like that.
What were you watching?
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I asked the question right at the wrong time.
No, it's
But what were you watching that kind of got you like, this is cool, like, or really pulled your interest?
um right away Bill Burr like kind of caught my interest a
No.
lot. I liked like I don't know, just something about the anger that like it was funny,
Yeah.
like it wasn't like just straight anger that he like had a point with it and like it was really I just enjoyed it a lot. And it was different. Like it wasn't like every other comic like people were doing. I'd never really seen like someone just be upset like the whole
Yeah.
time. And other than that, Louis C.K. also, he's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So that guy always like, I mean, he's just really great. So it's hard to not get captivated by that in my opinion. But
Yeah.
the first comic I ever saw though, like the first time I ever was aware of comedy, and I didn't know what it was. Like I didn't know like, oh, people are coming here to watch this guy tell jokes. Like this is
Hmm.
entertainment. Like I just was like, someone put this thing on, and I just started laughing really hard. And that
Yeah.
was Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hot
Yeah.
and Fluffy. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
great special.
No, it's he's great because I feel Fluffy, like what Fluffy is, Kevin Hart, like they're kind of like just real mainstream.
Hmm.
Where it's one of those, these guys are hilarious for like to just kind of break out to the mainstream because everybody knows them. But
And
if
they're very relatable.
yeah,
Even like I feel like white people can relate to him.
yeah,
Like he does a really good job of talking to both sides.
yeah, I feel like it's kind of, I don't want to sound insulting, but it's like it does take a skill to be so like relatable to so many people
Absolutely, yeah.
and kind of, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but just to throw such a large net without compromising yourself. But some people might say they do, but it's one of those like, but look at what they're achieving. Like I don't feel like any of them are kind of like,
It's definitely a skill because when
yeah,
you get the ability to get like a really big amount of people, not just like a specific crowd or niche crowd, that's when you start to like really get the traction and like
hmm,
the like getting booked and headlining stuff and all that. But
yeah,
I think you can still do that with your crowd, but you can't really do jokes. You can only do jokes for those people,
yeah,
I feel like it's a little bit of a diminishing return, but it's not really, it's not a bad thing either. Like if you do that, like by all means.
no, for sure. And so those were the first comedians. Uh, how was your first open mic?
Oh man, I went to the Lincoln Lodge on I think it was a Monday night at 7 p.m. That's
Yeah,
when the mic used to be then, and now it's on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But it was not, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I thought it was going to be much worse. And at some point towards the end, maybe like close to the last minute, I just forgot everything, and I was
oh,
like, "Fuck!" And I just like kind of stood there for a second, and then I think I said something like, "Oh, like someone told me silence was a good thing," and that got like a little chuckle, probably a pity chuckle. But
yeah,
then I kind of got back on track and I finished it up, so it wasn't too bad. But I definitely. I was nervous as hell, and it was not as good as I wanted it to be. So.
Did you prep a lot for it, or did
Oh,
you
I
think?
did, yeah.
Yeah,
For like hours, I was like just saying the same shit over and over.
yeah,
Yeah. Even I was with someone at the time, and I was like with them at their house doing it,
yeah.
and I was doing it so much that they fell asleep. So they,
yeah,
so that'll tell you how good my set went. But
right, it's
I opened with I went like, "Hey, I'm a comedy virgin," and that got like a pretty good pop.
yeah,
So I was like, "All right, at least I got something."
yeah. Sometimes just the first laugh is like, all right, cool. It gets you real comfortable just to be like,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
Especially later on, someone told me that when I had been a few months in now, like I got my feet wet a little bit, and someone told me that I was a much different comic. Like once I get that my first laugh, like everything
yeah,
kind of changes for me. So, and once they told me that, it really like kind of clicked in my head a little
yeah.
bit. So, sorry,
So
this car crash, the
no,
compilation,
yeah, man. So
it's got
it's
my attention.
some people can power through it. Sometimes it's really crazy to just kind of be like, hey, that just happened, you know?
Yeah, for real. I saw a little bit of this. This looks like the Little Village cam outside. Honestly.
I like this because in the top left it tells you where it's from.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Little ice raid.
And then it tells you like, oh yeah, this happened, and then it gives you the description. I used to do these. I used to watch these drunk, and they would be like my simulations of like trying to like, can I avoid this crash?
Hey, that's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah,
Or like if you got one of those like driver simulators and you did
yeah,
that drunk, I think that'd be pretty fun.
yeah. Just to kind of be like, hey, look, hey, you know what? No accidents. So
That's right.
I
Well,
don't drive drunk at
virtual
all.
accidents.
Yeah. But watching some of these, it's like, God damn, man, how are people allowed to drive?
It's pretty crazy, honestly.
Yeah, and
I think it's crazy we let people drink.
yeah,
Like it's weird that weed was the one that was everyone's like, oh, don't do weed, don't do
yeah.
like people go insane. I feel like when they're drunk, like they're
No, for sure. But it as ironic as it is, I am away. I would never do any of this, but I am a better.
allegedly.
Yeah, I theoretically think I'm a better drunk driver than a high driver.
I could see that
Yeah.
because you're more focused. You're
Yeah.
like, if I'm gonna fuck up, I'm gonna really fuck up.
No, yeah, and then I once kind of one of the first times I drove high. I was on the express, and I'm like, I'm gonna get pulled over.
How old were you? 12?
No, I was at least 21, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I smoked late. I wasn't a
Oh,
big
okay.
like.
I thought you
weed
went
guy.
to the dealer and they were like, "You're 18, sorry."
Yeah, no. But yeah, I went and I was on the express. I remember doing. I was like, you're going 30 miles per hour on the express. Like you gotta speed it up if not you're gonna get pulled over.
Right, right.
And I sped it up a bit. I was like, all right, you're good. And then I looked on the speedometer and I was going like 90 miles per hour. So I was probably right at the thing, but it's just I felt so off that
No,
I'm like,
but
hey,
you looked normal because everyone else was
yeah.
fucking 90.
So I was like, how about I just relax? And then I feel like the whole drive was just kind of me speeding, like letting it come back to like
I'd
to
be
the
looking at
60
the
range.
speedometer, not even the road.
Yeah, right. And then but yeah, I don't know. Drunk is like, hey, you know what? We're gonna take it decent. We're gonna stop by McDonald's. Everyone's gonna get home safe with the Happy
That's
Meal.
what it's for, man.
Yeah, and then, but you're right though. It's crazy that drinking impairs people way more than smoking.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Cause you see how some people get when they're too fucking drunk. You're like, God damn, that guy's gonna drive home.
I feel like you won't get kicked out of a place for being too high, but you'll get kicked out
right?
for being too drunk, you know?
And it's like, oh, what did you do? It's like he started fighting people. I was too high. What did you do? I just chilled in the back.
You ate all the cookies.
Yeah, that's where they drew the line. How dare
that's good
you?
business. That's what that is.
Oh, unless if you're selling them,
They were pot cookies, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. But
back to comedy.
Yeah. No, right. This is the flow of conversation, right?
Hell yeah.
Is there looking back at your first set, like do you feel good about it? Is there things that you would take from that and improve on from that?
Definitely. I was just like confident. Like I felt like I remember being like, "Oh, I can do this." Like this is just talking, and like I I felt like I've been funny my whole life, honestly. So I feel like I was like, oh, I'll just do that. Like I'll just be myself, and it'll be
Yeah.
fine. And it went okay. Like I didn't like have a great set or like a terrible set or anything, but
Mm.
yeah, I just felt like I just wanted to have confidence while I'm speaking. And that's kind of something that you need to have. I think that's really underrated. Is just like really like sounding like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And you do.
I try to.
Yeah. Or you are successfully trying to, because I I enjoy your comedy.
Oh, thanks, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I like watching it, how you kind of put it together, and it's just one of those where I'm like, yeah, man, that's what's up. Like I like what you're doing creatively, and I think I've said it before too. I don't know, and I think I said it to you. Like when I first started, like Ruben is such a rare name for me,
Absolutely.
and then to find out that like you're doing it, and then Ruben Ramirez is doing comedy. I'm like, damn, like do I really want to go out and be the third funniest Ruben? Like there's these two guys killing it, like. And I'm just starting.
No,
like,
you're no slouch, man. I mean, you
no,
look like it, but you're no
yeah,
slouch. Trust me. You're a funny guy. I like their stuff too,
it's the
honestly.
posture. That's why. but But yeah, so no, yeah, I think you do a great job of kind of like your premises are great.
Oh, thank you,
I
man.
think that's where I'm more of a fan of, where it's like, yeah, like how did you think of this?
Well, it's
There,
like that old I don't know who said it, but it's like if you're not gonna be funny, at least be interesting. Say
yeah,
something worth listening to. So that's kind of the thought behind that. I try not to be too boring because even I'll get bored up there.
yeah,
Like but we gotta say the same stuff so much over and over that like
yeah,
you want it to be interesting and kind of sound fresh every time.
yeah, and yeah, because I don't you are a busy man, man.
I try to be. Yeah,
Mm.
it sucks because I don't I run around a lot. I try to get up as much as I can, but I'm interested. I wanted to be here because I wanted to like learn about you and stuff too
Yeah,
more. Because I don't like necessarily sit down and like talk all the time,
yeah,
but I should more. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I value the getting up as much as you can and really testing the material.
yeah,
Especially, I think being in Chicago is such a blessing and a great thing to start out because even just wherever you are in comedy, that you get so many different parts of the city you can go like test your material out in front
yeah.
of, and it's a lot of different people from different ways of life and all that. And I think it's a really great place to test material out. So.
No, yeah, even just me for this being my first year, and just seeing how many like new open mics start up and just everything,
Nice.
like it's a
Oh,
village.
it's crazy
It
how all the
yeah,
new shit, the new shows, everyone's starting something. Like
yeah,
it's awesome.
and I think that's what one of my biggest regret. Like I did my first open mic, I think 2023,
Okay.
and I thought, I'm like, oh, open mics are rare. I did this one. Next time they do this one here, because it was kind of like a poetry spoken.
Okay. Where was it at?
It's fun. It was on like Kedzie by the Pink Line, which is what's that, like kind of Cermak.
I was gonna say Sir Mac. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was the place called? Do you remember?
No, it's funny because my barber was hosting it. Yeah.
Jason Isaac. All right.
No, no, it's funny. The guy that cuts Jason Isaac's hair, he also cuts my hair.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he see, I spent my whole life just my mom cutting my hair, so like,
Nice.
yeah, it saved so much money.
No, I had a teacher in high school that put like the calculations together. He was like the average haircut, and then he said same thing. Like his wife cut his hair or some shit, and he
Yeah.
saved like so much money. But he was an old white guy. So.
No, yeah, and then I wouldn't get nothing crazy. I just get like zero, or just
Right,
kind of
right.
just all right, cool. Hey, you know what? Shout out to my mom because she lines me up perfectly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
In
people.
life and your hair.
Yeah, right. I would go to school and be like, "Damn, like fresh cut." I'm like, "Yeah, my mom snapped."
Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up.
And yeah, so I thought mics were rare.
Yeah, I think I did too. But
Yeah.
then I quickly learned that they were not.
No,
There was a big vibrant scene happening out
I
there.
think the rarest days, which even not really, would be like a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah,
But
I
even
agree
then,
with
there's
that.
just early mics.
Right, right. And it's just like so it's how I feel. That's shit like show day, like
Yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah,
shows
it's yeah.
happening those days. So
So it makes sense to have them early, but it's just yeah, like it's if you really want to try this, it's like you literally have No excuse not to.
No, absolutely. There's the mics in all parts of town, everywhere, all over. Like
Yeah.
not in the suburbs, in the city, like all over the place. It's pretty great, honestly.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. At what age were you when you first went up to the mic?
I was 22, I believe.
Nice.
Because the same thing as you, I 2023, I went sometime in April.
Hmm.
So coming so around this time of year, what 3 years ago now. But
Yeah.
I didn't go up for like maybe like a month after that. Like I
Oh,
don't,
okay.
and it went fine. Like I wasn't like embarrassed or anything. But I just remember like uh it was like a thing I wanted to try and do, but I wasn't like, oh, I can like do this right away.
Yeah.
I didn't have like that kind of confidence until I had a lot of like stuff happening in my life at the time, and
Hmm.
then once it became available to do that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like go full into this because I had been on and off for like a few months,
Oh,
and
okay.
then kind of like maybe yeah, like 2 years ago, I'd say maybe like the end of 2023, like maybe sometime in like September or October, that's when I really started to like go out a lot and
Mm.
like hit as much as I could and all that.
Nice. That's you see. That's one thing I find very admirable. Like, you, Jason Isaac, like Leo Mendoza, Leo Levinson, like you young guys, who, like found this early and wanted to just run with it.
Yeah, it's great. There's a bunch of us too. There's a
Yeah.
million fucking young people that are doing it, and I think it's so great for like the newer guys that are kind of just starting because we go all over and we kind of like help show them like, and we just got here too. It's not like
No. Yeah. Yeah.
whatever, but it's good to show them like, hey, like come do this place too. Like
Yeah.
there's this place that they might have just not found yet.
No, and it's awesome just because, I mean, I wanted to do comedy since the longest. I thought that was something I wanted to like. I honestly would thought be like I could probably make a career out of it. Never did anything because I was like, oh well, didn't didn't think it was really like something I could do. And now seeing this now, where I'm like, it makes me wonder where I could have been had I
Yeah, it
started
definitely
earlier.
feels like I don't know, like we got like a nice running start, because there's a
Yeah,
bunch of people that say, "Oh, I started like close to 30 and I feel like I'm fucked. Like I got like no time left or something." And I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like you'll be fine. Just be funny.
No, yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's just, everything happens for a reason. You'll be right where you need to be. Is what
No,
I
yeah, and then I also do think like had I found it early, I think I would have had a DUI or been dead.
believe.
You're telling me I was gonna be 22 going to Mike and not just getting shit faced?
Yeah, that's
Like,
true. Yeah, especially the needing that like confidence to like go
yeah,
up there. It's fun, Sometimes you need a little confidence. It's a good
yeah,
time. A little
but
liquid courage.
no, yeah, and then, but no, yeah, I think that's very admirable that like, hey, you guys has found this and are like, hey, I'm gonna do it, and let me just say, like, doing it well.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
Like that's the bigger part of it because you can see a lot of people just go, not no one in particular, but that just go and kind of you don't see them really like be serious about it. But for you guys to be so early, like young and dedicated, it's like damn, like you guys have the right track.
yeah. It feels like we're trying to do something right, and like yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of us that are good. Like it feels like we're like
Yeah,
I don't know. It's exciting, honestly. It's also scary because I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, I got to keep up with these guys, but
yeah,
it's still really fun. Like it's
yeah,
a good time. I feel like we're all kind of like pushing each other to get better
yeah.
and to grow. So.
No, yeah,
It's
and
definitely a blessing to be a part of a community like that.
yeah, and then it's also a very welcoming community.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
No, comedy's like changed my life, man. It's been fucking phenomenal.
yeah. That's what's up. Hey, mine too. Like
Yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I look back on certain things and I'm like, wow, I think I would have still been doing those things had I not been for comedy.
That's good. That's how the South Side feels to me, though. When you said that you wanted to get up for a long time, like that it feels like there's people always do that. They're like, man, I want to do comedy for the longest, and then like now there's more mics and shows happening on the South Side that
Yeah.
people are trying now. So
No, yeah, shout out Rain Check Comedy.
oh yeah, that's I just checked that out not long ago. I went to
Yeah,
like the second one ever or something. It was a
yeah,
nice room.
nice room. Obviously host
A
comedy.
little rowdy.
Yeah, right. But no, yeah, and it's awesome. I think anyone that really wants to go out and try it, like just go. I'm a big believer in I'd rather know than to wonder.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like
I believe the same exact thing.
yeah, I'd rather go and eat shit and just know like, hey, I would have sucked ass. Then 20 years down the line, been like, hey, like, what if this was something?
Yeah, it's better to not have question marks, Like
Yeah.
just get it out of the way if it's not for you.
No, yeah, and then yeah, it's good to know. Are you a big reader?
I'm not, honestly. I
No.
should try to do. I'll do an audiobook every once in a while, but not much, you know.
What gravitates you on picking an audiobook?
Just like anything I'm interested in. Like I haven't started, but I really want to learn about history and stuff like that. I
Mm.
wasn't the best student growing up in school,
Yeah.
so I didn't pay attention as much as I should have. And there's a lot of like interesting things about the past, and I also want to like try to help it, you know, get information to be funnier. I think you need information and context to like
Yeah.
make jokes, and I don't have enough of that. I feel.
Yeah, it's amazing when you kind of learn things and you're like, that was a fucking time in
Right,
life, you
right. And I
know?
want to learn about like my heritage, I guess. Like I want to learn
Mm.
about the past of Italy and Mexico
Yeah.
and Berwyn or whatever. So it'll be good, but
Who would have thought someone would ever have paired Mexico, Italy, and
yeah,
Berwyn?
that's a trash Mexican
Yeah.
Italian.
I mean, obviously, it goes without saying now, like, you do have Italian descent?
I do, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know how much of it, but yeah, my whole mom's like my mom's dad's side rather.
Mm.
His whole like family's Italian, and then the rest of my family's Mexican. So
Oh, nice.
it's probably like 25% if I had to guess, something like that. So,
Sounds about right.
but
Just
someone told me I'm Italian. Maybe be Italian in Mexico. So that's what I know about here. But
Do
yeah,
you speak Spanish?
I'm learning right now. So
No.
yeah, I'm trying to, but no, I don't.
Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? I forgot it. It was my first language, and I forgot it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't like speak much of it now?
I speak it better now because I remembered it.
Okay.
But growing up, I mainly talked to my sister. She's older than me, so we would mainly speak in English, and I would give like short answers to my parents.
Mm.
So they'd be like, "How's school?" And I'm like, "Good," you know, and all this other stuff. And then I would just talk to my sister more. Then it got to the point where I'm like, I'm forgetting my Spanish.
But because you learned English.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
learned English, and then English became my primary, just speaking, and I could still have a bit of conversation, but since I wasn't speaking it daily,
Yeah, that's how
yeah,
I feel about Spanish too. Like if I'm not practicing, like using it,
yeah,
I like start to lose it. I'm like, I still just forget words and shit, you know?
yeah, and then the real turning point for me, I was like in the seventh, eighth grade, and I remember I was about to take a shower, and my mom had done laundry, and I didn't know where my towel was, and I didn't know how to tell her like,
Oh,
where's my
okay.
towel. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I had to run and tell my sister, like, "How do you say towel in Spanish?" And then she's like, "Toalla." And I had to run back, and that's when I'm like, "Yeah, I need to pick it up again because how the
Yeah.
fuck did I just forget that?"
Yeah, that's a little crazy right there. But still, I mean, it's good to have. Like, I wish I grew up speaking Spanish. Like, I wish I had. But yeah, most of my family was a lot of English speaking. It wasn't too
Yeah,
much. Mhm.
that's what's up. But yeah, I don't know. I think, are you first generation?
I don't know what
Yeah.
that means,
Like for
honestly.
like, were your parents immigrants and you're the first one born here, or
No, my parents were born here. I believe my grandma was not born here. I think she was born in
okay?
Mexico. I could be wrong about that, but I think so. So second generation.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
All right, so you kind of, but you know what? Let's gravitate more back into this to the comedy, right? In
Mhm.
the sense of like, um, other Louis C.K. What kind of what other comedians or comedy just sketch groups or anything that you gravitate towards or you're a fan of?
I like Mark Normand a lot. He's a
Mm,
very funny guy. I like let's see here. I mean, there's a million guys,
yeah,
obviously, but Chris Rock's like one of my favorites.
no,
Also, he's just like prolific, honestly, and he like kind of opened my eyes to like using the stage more. Like I feel
mm,
like he's really like commands the stage when he's up there, and
yeah,
that's like something you don't see from every comedian. So, and something I struggle with. I feel because
mm,
I'll just stand there all day if I can,
yeah,
but it's good to use movement and stuff. I feel like it engages the crowd more. And even now, there's like some things that like I can't say without doing a thing or like won't get a laugh. So like there's little things too like that that
yeah.
I feel like will help you like learning from guys like that. So
Hmm.
um, yeah, there's a bunch of guys. This Bo Burnham, like he's a really funny
Yeah,
guy. He's got a bunch of great specials out and stuff. He's so different. He's just so like out there
I
that it's
creative
really
genius,
inspiring.
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I don't just as we were kind of talking earlier before we started this that inside special
Yeah.
was like was something amazing to come out during COVID.
Absolutely, and especially like it felt like you were in his mind almost because he was like trapped in a room. So
Yeah,
it feels like we were just trapped in his head, like watching that thing.
yeah,
But it was really great. It was really beautiful, honestly, the whole thing.
it really was, and to really kind of captivate something that we're all going through. You know, it wasn't like it came out like a year or two after COVID. Like it came out during it.
Yeah, and I liked how vulnerable he allowed himself to be. Like
Yeah,
he showed the struggles. He showed like the fuck, like I can't do anything. Like I
yeah,
don't know what's happening. Like I don't know where I'm going or how I'm gonna finish this. And somehow, I mean, he's a professional, but somehow he figured it out. You know,
yeah.
he pushed
And
it, and
then
it was really quality. You know, it's not like
no,
just
yeah,
dog shit.
for something that he just made himself. And the last song he does, I forget. He puts like audience, like
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I throw that song in my playlist. That I
There's some bangers in there, man.
yeah.
Some really good ones.
And then I forget. I'm like, this isn't live.
Yeah,
Like this,
yeah.
he actually just he put this together himself, and it sounds great.
That's the crazy thing is every single little thing like he did himself too,
Yeah,
from singing to lighting to the comedic shit
yeah,
and ideas of premises like that. He did SNL himself.
yeah.
It was
Honestly, and it was great. It really
Saturday
was.
Night Bo.
You know, they started that in England now, or the
Really?
UK Saturday night, like UK, I think, or I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, they're always copying us doing shit we
Yeah,
did
right.
20 years ago.
It's
I
too
like
late.
SNL too. That's a nice. Well, it was better, you know, before. Now I feel like it's a little catered to like a specific kind of person. I feel like,
Mm,
I don't know. It's not as broad as it used to be. I feel, but it's still really cool. Like I feel like they still give a lot of good people chances and stuff.
yeah, I think what's weird with a lot of live TV now is that it's kind of hard to make it like must see when you're gonna put it up like minutes after it goes out.
That's fair. I think it depends, especially with the show like SNL, for like what's going on in the world. You know,
Yeah.
like if something politically happens. Like I remember I watched a good amount during the Biden Trump thing. I think it
Hmm.
was that year, like the election year, and every episode, like people like could not wait for the first
The opening.
the opening scene or the opening act or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
because it was always politically driven. It was always like a Trump or Biden thing or
yeah,
whatever, and usually it was pretty funny because I mean they know what they're doing, and that was a good time. I feel it was like Kate McKinnon and Bill Hader. Like they had
yeah,
a lot of really Keenan Thompson. He's probably still there, but
yeah, yeah.
it was like the Pete Davidson era, like that kind of thing. I feel that was like a good time in SNL. I don't know, but
No, yeah, no.
I
It was,
enjoyed
it
it.
was, it was good. It's I watched more during like the Tina Fey.
Okay, so a little earlier
Email,
than
yeah,
those are really good. I've seen some clips of that stuff with
yeah.
what's the blonde lady's name? Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler,
Yeah,
hilarious
yeah,
man.
she's
Just
great.
um, I keep watching Parks and Rec clips.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great show. I watched that when I was younger. It's been a
What,
few years,
what
but
would you say is your top favorite shows? No, no
Jesus.
order.
No, I have an order. That's why. No.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite show ever growing up was How I Met Your Mother. That was like,
Oh,
oh, I
really?
loved How I Met Your
Really?
Mother, man. Now I
I.
think it sucks. Now
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
man, that show's fucking terrible. But
All right.
growing up, I was hooked to that. That was. It just feels very like rapid, like clickbaity comedy. It's almost like you're
Yeah.
like making a joke like that. Like I don't know, it doesn't feel real almost.
I didn't watch it, but I'm getting a bunch of clips on like YouTube of it, and I'm like, these are terrible people.
That too. They're all
Like,
fucking each other's friends and
yeah, I'm
moms or
like,
whatever.
I can't imagine being friends with any of these people.
They're all
Like,
like each other's exes and shit.
yeah,
It's like so weird. They're
so
hitting on each other's wives.
yeah, and then I seen one episode, and I just remember the whole naked man thing.
No, that was funny.
Yeah,
I
and
tried that, didn't work.
no,
2 out of 3.
it's because you only had one ball hanging out. You had to commit.
It's because I only had 2 out of 3 balls. That's why.
Yeah, but so that was your top one. What were other shows?
Oh, that's a good. I like The Office a lot. That was a good
Mm,
show. I don't know if I'd put that number 2, but it was real. There were some really good
yeah,
episodes of The Office in there. I never watched Friends. It looked like it sucked, so I
yeah.
skipped that, and it just
I'm
never
a huge Friends fan.
really. I never like got it. Like I just never got it. Never grabbed me like How I Met Your Mother did.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. But that's funny. Where like
The
because
opposite.
that was the war. I feel like growing up, like the Friends and How I Met Your Mother. Like that was the argument.
That and like Seinfeld. I know Seinfeld gets thrown not well.
Seinfeld was good too. I watched that growing up and I didn't understand it. Like I didn't know what it was at all. Yeah. So, but I remember like it was just on. Like it was just fucking on, and I was like, okay, I guess we're watching. This Kramer guy. Like
the Simpsons just ended.
Really?
No, like saying like,
you're right.
Because I know growing up for me it was the Simpsons and then Seinfeld. Channel 32.
The Simpsons is a comedy show because that's Jesus, that's like probably my all-time favorite if I'm being honest. I love that's a really really good programming over there. Even the Conan years and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like, really great stuff.
The humor in the Simpsons early on is fucking peak, man. Just.
I watched an episode not too long ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago now, and when everyone was like, "The Simpsons is cooked," like fuck the Simpsons, it's not funny. It was pretty funny, man. It was like pretty good writing in there, and just like it felt a little more like Family Guy, where they were absurd, like being a cartoon and stuff. But I think that you should do that, you know? Like, I think that's what it's for a little bit. Because even like I like Family Guy a lot. I think that's a really great show, and like they do just a lot of jokes, and I like weird humor too. Like there was a scene. One time when like they're all just like standing in like the living room or something, and then it like ends, like someone finishes talking, and everyone stays still and it's silent. And then they like people come from like the background and like start taking shit, and they like change the scenery like another thing. And I don't know why shit like that makes me laugh so much. And I like using that like we know it's a cartoon, or like one time they were like, oh, like we're not gonna finish drawing the scene, like we couldn't pay the writers. It, like literally was like half drawn.
Yeah, I think it was they were stuck in traffic. They're like, what's taking so long? And then like, oh, that's the problem. It's not drawn yet.
That's very.
And then it was that, and then I think they had like a time traveling episode where
that was a great episode.
Yeah, and they went back to a specific scene, and then like everyone just got quiet, and then they're like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Oh, cutaways happening." And like, remember, this is what we used to do during cutaways.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that humor, I like it too.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, and I feel like The Simpsons didn't use that too much until like the later seasons.
Yeah,
you know, when the art got a little better.
Yeah, right. The art got better, and then it just kind of the writing just changed.
Yeah, but it's also funny. Like they have so much to use. Like they have they've been around forever. Lisa's been an 8-year-old for like 20 years. Like you can like play with that, you know. So
no, and then. I was just watching a clip too of just like the fourth wall breaking jokes, where I don't know if you ever saw the Lemon Tree episode.
The Lemon Tree episode of
the Simpsons.
I probably have. Was it the Homer J. Simpson episode?
No, it was the one where the boys like Bart and his friends, they have a lemon tree, and Shelby Bell like wants to take it from them. So one day they find out their tree got like uprooted and it's gone.
Okay, I don't remember.
No. And there's a scene where Bart's like, oh, like I guess we're never gonna find a lemon tree, and then like there's a yellow object behind him, and he like looks at it, he's like, huh? And then like you think like, yeah, that's a lemon, you know? And he's like, that rock behind that yellow rock is a lemon. It's just like, yeah, like who would have thought of that, you know? And then the tree's right there.
Right. No, it's really good stuff, man. I mean, all those guys are the South Park guys too. Like, they're really they know what they're doing up there.
Yes, and especially for them, they do it. They turn it out so quick.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the really impressive part. Like literally, like you got to draw it, you got to think of it, you got to do it, and then they do it. It's really good.
The fact they voice majority of the characters too.
Or
it's like, man, you really put in work for those like seasons.
And just the longevity is really impressive, honestly. Yeah. Family Guy got canceled. We're not going to talk about it. It got canceled like one time for like a year.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was about to say, did it get canceled again?
No, not again.
I've been watching Ted, the Teddy Bear Show.
I've been watching it on TikTok. It's actually funny. It looks.
That's how I started watching. It's just like Facebook, and then I'm like, I should check this out.
Yeah, they had some good stuff, especially like back in the day. Like they made a lot of funny jokes and stuff.
Yeah, there's Seth MacFarlane's pretty good. Have you ever watched his sci-fi show, the Orville or whatever?
I don't think so.
Apparently, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah,
he's a talented guy.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing. It feels.
He must be doing something, right?
Yeah, something. But yeah, I don't know. He's just got so much going on. I can't keep up. I mean, the
Yeah.
Cleveland show, you know.
But yeah, Ted. I apparently only know that season's it, but it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I would try to give it a watch. I think it's on like Paramount or something like that.
Peacock.
Oh, Peacock. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
don't have Peacock, but
yeah.
I
It's
might try to pirate it or something. Yeah.
no, no, don't do that. We don't do that here.
Seth's got enough money. We'll
Yeah.
definitely have to. Seth Moneybag Bags
Yeah.
McFarland. All right.
But you want to like? Oh, you know what? What about movies? What kind of movies do you gravitate to?
I don't watch a ton of movies. I should watch more, but I don't. Growing up though, I liked a lot of like comedies, like Will Ferrell movies and stuff
Mm,
like that. And Adam Sandler's really funny. I like his
yeah.
movies a lot. But yeah, not too many like movies. I wasn't a huge movie guy like that growing up.
No.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh man, I've gravitated to a bunch of movies, man.
What do you like?
In the sense of comedy, um, I liked a lot of. Have you ever watched or heard of a movie called Miss March?
Miss March?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
it's done by the Wise Kids You Know, which is like the sketch group. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, they're very. It's one of those. I watched them in like my teen years, and then rewatching it, it's like these guys shaped my humor.
Nice.
I see a lot of it where I didn't watch them for a couple of years. Now I'm watching the sketches again. And I'm like, oh shit, that I find funny now. I see that I kind of it was shaped by this.
Right. Yeah.
And they have a sketch where this guy, these two hunters shoot this other hunter by accident, and like the guy's freaking out. He's like, I don't know what to do, and his friend's telling him like, just finish the job. And then the guy's like, please don't, just give me some help. And he's like, I don't know what to do. And then his friend's like, if he heals, he's gonna press charges. And then the guy's like, please, I have a wife, I have kids. He's like, you hear that? Like 2 kids. That means 2 kids that are gonna look for revenge when their father's dead. You know. And
That's pretty good. Yeah, never heard of it.
the one line that gets me when he's like, the guy starts praying, and his friend's like, you hear that? He's praying to God. Everyone knows it takes God 48 seconds to get to Earth. Like, you gotta figure it out. It's just stuff like that that I'm like, I find that hilarious. But they wrote this movie where two of them are in high school. One guy wants to like be abstinent from sex because his brother had like a crack baby.
Oh, okay.
So
That's a good
and
reason.
yeah, and him and his girlfriend kind of like, hey, like we're not gonna go down the path they're gonna go. Like let's have sex prom night.
Let's do crack and have sex.
Yeah, which one does at prom?
Right, exactly. That's just a good
Yeah, and he ends up falling downstairs and he's in a coma for like 5 years. And once he wakes up, he realizes that his girlfriend from high school is a Playboy playmate.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's like, what the fuck happened? So the whole point of the movie is him trying to get to her to just kind of be like, what happened or whatever, kind of get some answers.
Right, get the put the pieces of the puzzle back together.
Yeah, and
he shouldn't have done coke. He would have been in a coke coma.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then hilarity ensues from this.
Right. Now that's a good premise. Honestly, I never heard of it.
Craig Robinson's in it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he plays a rapper called HorseDick.MPEG.
Thought you said a horror stick goes epic.
Yeah. He has a song he does called Suck My Dick While I Fuck That Ass.
Oh, okay.
And his friend's like, that doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, what do you mean? Like, she's sucking that dick while I'm fucking her ass. Like, how can you do that? Like,
I have a dildo, obviously.
Yeah, right?
Speaking of Craig Robinson, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is one of my favorite shows, too. That one's
hilarious.
Yeah, really good stuff. I forget his name. It's like...
Andy Samberg?
Yeah. No, Craig Robinson's character. And Andy Samberg. It's like PB&J or something. Pontiac Bandit.
There you go, yeah.
That's right. That's a great one. I always like that show.
The character always gets me. I forget what the name of it, but it's Vanessa Byers. She's kind of like she becomes a cop in it, but she was like kind of like a drug addict.
Oh man!
And
couldn't tell you. I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I just remember there was a part where her and the captain are like they think they're about to get killed, and she's like, "If I die, I'm never gonna figure out who killed my twin sister." And then he's like, what? He's like, yeah, I mentioned to you. That's why I joined the force. And he's like, you never mentioned that to me. Like, how would we forget that?
That's funny. I wonder what that is. Now that might be Amy Santiago or whatever, but I don't think
Yeah.
so. I'm not
No,
sure.
it's someone that showed up later.
Oh, later on. Okay,
Yeah.
then I just don't remember quite this second.
I just saw it like a couple days ago, so that's
Oh,
why it always
okay,
cracks
that
me up.
makes sense. Yeah. Um, yeah, I was doing the same though. Like I watched that Gabriel Iglesias special I was talking about, like maybe like a
Mm.
week ago or something like that, and I was like, man, this is really really good. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, even he's got jokes and stuff, but he's just a good comic. Like he uses the mic well, and he makes like good noises and
Yeah.
sounds and stuff. So and then I mean, it's just a real gift for him to have like the funny voices and all that too.
Oh yeah.
That I feel like can bring you like a comic to another level. You know.
Yeah, especially when you're more of the storytelling. Like
Absolutely,
it
yeah.
really
It's a great tool to have.
really puts the story well together. Where you're like, yeah, like that shit's fucking hilarious.
That's one thing I try to do is like if I'm talking like about a girl or like as a girl in like a joke, like I'll try to do that like
No.
I'll try to do like a different voice like, so it sounds like some just to like change it up. I feel like
Yeah.
you can use that to be funny, you know, like
Yeah.
that's a tool to have. But I always just go to like the how Louis does it, where he's just like, like,
Yeah.
he just feels like a girl voice that's like super
Yeah.
generic and I don't know. I mean I always think that's funny, you know. So
One thing I did miss out with Louis is his TV show.
yeah. I just watched it for the first time like less than a year ago. I don't know, a few months ago,
Yeah.
and I got like a few seasons in. It was really really great, man.
Yeah.
Really funny stuff.
I keep watching clips of it, and then it looks hilarious.
I wanted to watch it for years, and I just never did. I don't know why, but I would avoid the clips because I was like, I want to watch it. I really want to see
Is it hard to find?
No, it's on his website.
Okay.
And it's like pretty cheap. It's like $5, $10 or whatever it is.
That's
So,
not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I'll give you the password. I haven't.
We don't do that, man. We don't.
Us Rubens got to stick together.
Hey, you know what? I'll live by that credo.
You hear that, Ruben Ramirez?
There you go. We got you on anything.
Ruben Cube Tour.
There you go. Hey, you remember.
That's right.
But
I paid attention to that in school. That's it.
Yeah, all I remember is that 3
and mitochondria.
The powerhouse of the South.
That's right. You see this?
Yeah.
Ruben Martinez is going places.
Yeah, there you go. Summer. Then what else? The A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
I forgot about that. I haven't thought about that in years.
I said what it is because I can't pronounce the theorem.
Pythagorean theorem?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know that's what that was.
It's what you said. I said it too, but
right. That's right. You just said it really fast.
I want to learn how to edit this better so I could just take you saying it and incorporate it when I move my mouth.
Here, I'll do it one time so you can do it. All right. Pythagorean theorem. That's right. Move your mouth at the same time. All right. There we go. We got it.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
Flip it in, Jamie. It'll be all right.
But you're a big wrestling guy?
Yeah, I liked the Attitude Era and the DX. Like DX is like my favorite thing in wrestling, but I was never like a huge wrestling fan. But there are like certain things like WrestleMania 25, Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. That's like the greatest match ever. Like that shit.
Hell yeah.
Phenomenal match right there. There's like a few things that I know like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not like as invested as some other comics we are, you know.
Yeah, just
even like the Shawn Michaels and John Cena had a match. I think in 2006. That match is like phenomenal. One of the best matches.
No, it's good storytelling. Did you ever watch the second Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker?
I did. Yes, I believe so. I think because that was the next WrestleMania, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. That's right. But the 25 one, that was an insane match. From him coming down off the sky, whatever.
It
was nuts.
Descending from the heavens.
I was a big Cena fan though, growing up. That was like 2010s. I like that stuff too, like Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, and all that. I was a big Cena fan at the time. And
nice.
Yeah, he won a lot, but he got screwed over a lot. I feel.
Yeah, you know it's funny because in 05, 06, he was winning a lot and he was screwing a lot of people over. It got to the point where I'm not gonna lie, I joined man, fuck Cena.
I understand the hate for it. Like I get it, but I just really liked the way he wrestled and stuff. I thought it was a great message and stuff for the kids.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's just this is the wrestling portion of it all.
I like the thought of like Cena's fans just have like bad eyesight, and he's like, he can't see me. You know?
I remember. I think I've said this multiple times. When I first started watching, John Cena was the U.S. champion.
Really?
Yeah, in
Okay.
storyline, he got stabbed at a nightclub. Because they had
him, Eddie Guerrero.
no, you know what? A Puerto Rican stabbed him, and I would never forget. I'm never gonna forget that. Me thinking it's real. I asked my mom like, "Hey, any update on the news on who stabbed John Cena?"
That's hilarious.
And she's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, yeah, John Cena. Like, you
You're
don't
like, what
you don't know
happened to
who the
John?
U.S. champion is?
That's the president, Mom.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I know. At that moment, she's gonna get deported.
Give me an update on John.
Yeah. Because it's important, you gotta learn your champions.
You have to. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how Santino Morello becomes U.S. champ. It's because of your mom. There's Eddie Guerrero.
There you go. It's almost been 20 years that he passed.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, I learned about him. I was way older when I learned about him. I had no idea. I learned Rey Mysterio killed a guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and my dad's an asshole. Like, we met Rey Mysterio, and my dad's like, "Can I get a picture?" And then Rey's like, "Yeah, sure."
Take your mask off.
Then my dad's like, "Why'd you kill that guy?"
Wow.
Yeah, now we're like, "Whoa, man!"
In the middle of the picture, he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, geez, why'd you fucking murder that guy?"
I like how afterwards he did a press conference and he's like, "I think it'd be disrespectful to stop wrestling. Like, I need to keep wrestling
I
to
gotta
honor
try to
him.
kill more guys."
You guys keep saying it's fake. I'm gonna show you how real it is."
That's right. Yeah, it sounds like Rey Mysterio was a pioneer in the. They should start killing people in wrestling. That's
Yeah.
what they should do.
Just have make the death matches really like
Make the steel chair matches a lot more interesting.
just hang a gun up in the thing. Like, they start out with bullets. They just need to get up on the ladder.
That'll be the ladder match. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get the gun hanging in the sky.
And then just
That'll be Vince McMahon trying to get it though. He'll come in the ring mid match.
Have you heard of anything of the Vince McMahon stuff?
I think he like shat on a chick's chest or something like that.
Yeah,
tried to something like that.
It's insane, man.
Yeah, I heard it's a little graphic, but yeah, I never really liked his vibe growing up. I was like, this guy doesn't seem cool. Him and Shane and Stephanie and all those guys. So I wasn't too surprised, but I also was surprised.
Was it did you ever watch Futurama?
I did, yeah, that's not a bad show.
There's a clip where I think Fry's like, who could have seen that coming? Man, I did, but I couldn't see it coming. Like,
that's a lot of stuff, I feel like.
Yeah.
Especially in wrestling.
And then you got any you got any shows to promote? Probably out in a week or two.
Yeah, I don't know when this is coming out exactly, but the end of the month is pretty fun for me. I got a lot of stuff in April. Today's the 16th. The 18th, I'm in Lake Geneva, so that'll be pretty fun for a bottle shop show. And then what's after that? The 20th, I'm gonna be at Mike Lab's like roasting on at the Beacon Pub. If anyone wants to come to that, that'll be fun. And then
anything after May 6th.
May 6th?
Yeah.
But no, I don't think so. Not right now. I mean, I got shit in like June and stuff like that, but not so much in May.
Hey, throw it out, man.
May 30th, I'm at Down Low Comedy. That's where I'll be at. I know that. But I don't think I have too much more going on until then. I was thinking about taking a little bit of a break, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time getting material, and I'm trying to like be a little more normal,
Yeah.
Trying to, like not just be out at mics so much and all that, or even shows and all that. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe because I don't have too much going on in May, maybe taking like the first few weeks off or something like that. But I haven't really made a decision or anything, so we'll see how that goes. But the end of April's looking pretty fun. So
yeah, I know. I think that's important too, taking the breaks.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially like as much as I try to get up, like sometimes I'm just like exhausted, and I'm like, well, I'm still gonna go do comedy. Like,
yeah, and then sometimes I think this just happened to me where I went up to a mic and I realized like I have nothing.
Oh yeah, that I hate when that
Like,
happens. It's gonna happen tonight, honestly.
where I'm just like I don't want to go up there and just waste his time. Let me just
Yeah, I mean, I have like a few jokes that are like newer that I've been using for like a week or two, but they feel like they've been working. That I feel so dumb to say like that. I'm like, oh, I don't have to work as hard on them, or like I'll stop working on them. But it's like I've done this for 2 weeks and like it's going well. Like now I
yeah
feel like I should move on to something else. You
yeah
know, so that's why it's like a little awkward. I feel like, and I get that feeling of like, like I need to like not. This is the same shit. Like I have nothing. Like this is the same whatever. But I do like when I really started doing comedy at first, and like I felt like I was getting into a groove. I was like hammering my material into the ground. Like I was like every mic, every night. Like it didn't matter who had heard it in the crowd or who hadn't. Like I was doing it just to even get the repetition correctly and stuff. So that's something I think I need to do and get better at again because I've kind of gotten a little bit lazy with that part of it.
yeah.
But it's I don't know. It's like you're saying though. Like I want the new material like constantly, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. So
No, and it sometimes it's better to take the break than to just force it and be like, all right, this is it, and then it's not,
absolutely,
and then it kind of like
it's that
deludes
delusion
you.
you gotta have, right?
Yeah,
And then you gotta have the right amount of it. So I feel like sometimes when you got nothing, you gotta like accept it and be like, oh,
yeah,
let me go either get something or I think it's even valuable. Some nights that I haven't felt like oh I'm gonna go do this tonight, I'll go watch a show. Like
yeah,
even like to be in and around comedy, I think is really important, especially funny people. Like that's why I'll be pretty particular about like the shows that I go to because I want to see like good comedy. You know.
yeah. It's important, man. It's in not that you're trying to take anything from anything, but it's good to just enjoy it and see what someone's doing with their stuff to be like, all right, that's what's up.
You're absolutely right about that.
Just to
Yeah.
just enjoy it. Like if you want to do this, it's not. It kind of does become like a job or whatever, but it's also one of those like you can still enjoy this.
It's also fun.
Yeah,
It's also like the funnest thing ever, and that's like when I feel like I'm doing the best is when I'm having fun. Like
yeah,
that, and then I feel like the audience feels it, and then they start having fun, and then it just becomes a big fun thing that's
yeah.
happening. You know,
You're
so
just giving it to them, and
because that's one thing like that I'll lose sight of sometimes. Like if something's not going my way, I just kind of like feel like I show it too much, and I'm like, no, like you need to just like roll with it. Like it's
yeah,
fine. Like just have a good time. You know.
yeah.
So. And yeah, that's a good piece of advice. I feel like in general, have fun because a lot of people take the shit way too seriously.
No, for sure.
It does not matter. We're talking about our dicks and
Yeah. Throw out your tags real quick. Your Instagram.
oh yeah, at Benny Hahas 2 N's on Benny there. I do a lot of stuff on not a lot of stuff, but stuff on YouTube. Mostly Instagram. That's kind of where I do keep up with shows and post a lot and all that. But I do YouTube and Facebook, and it's just my name. And I also got a TikTok account also. So if you guys want to follow that, that'd be super cool. Hell yeah! And
I'll
follow
make sure
Ruben too. This is a fun time.
I appreciate it. I'll make sure I tag all your stuff. It's gonna be on there.
Hell yeah!
And yeah, I know you already kind of gave some great closing thoughts. Anything more you want to add?
Let's see. Everyone in a little village either looks like Ralph Barbosa or Luis Aravello. So I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
And they all look like my cousins, which is pretty nice. But yeah. Closing thoughts. Let's see here. No, I think we're good.
There you go. Hey, you know what? We had fun.
That's right.
We had fun.
Have fun, folks.
But all right, guys, that was an episode of Wait What. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.